Hi, this is Timothy Schutte with Exit Realty and Associates. Welcome back to my video blog. Today we're going to talk about what happens while you're under contract and natural disaster, an act of God, does something to the property. Okay, so first and foremost, we're selling real property, which kind of means we're selling the land, but we always have improvements on it, right? So you're talking the house, the outbuilding, something like that. Let's say hail comes and destroys the roof. That one is a little more clear than if you have a tornado that takes out the building or something fully structural. First and foremost, what you'd have to do is look at the purchase agreement. So most of the time we are using the Des Moines Area Association of Realtors purchase agreement here in town is a good example of a purchase agreement that is fair and works towards people's goals. But as a buyer and a seller, so let's say the house is destroyed and the house can't get moved into by the buyer in the time that they need. One, the seller's insurance, of course, has to get contacted first and foremost. They're still the owner. But the purchase agreement has some clauses laid out in it in how the buyer and seller can move forward if the buyer chooses to. And I say that because if the buyer chooses to, because I do believe that the contract becomes voidable, which means that it can be voided if the buyer chooses to do so at that point in time. Okay, so voidable contract is big, and if the house is gone, that's a big thing. If it's just a hail claim, it's not as big of a deal in my opinion, but I have seen it where the deductible becomes an obstacle, and in today's insurance environment where deductibles are going up or there's less roof claim or less roof coverage, that is a obstacle that has to be overcome, and a lot of times it comes down to how you negotiate for that. Regardless of the style of natural disaster, I think it's important that you'd be working closely with your realtor to work through and negotiate through the issues anywhere from a tree falling to hail or a larger tornado. If you have any questions on this topic, feel free to reach out and we can certainly discuss the situation and scenario. Would be happy to. This is Timothy Schutte with Exit Realty and Associates.